And for those of you that are new, I actually see quite a few new names in here. So welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed today and we see you again next week. For those of you that are regulars, thank you for coming. Today we are going to be doing a bit of core and posture work. And just because some of us like the education aspect of teaching, core doesn't necessarily mean the same thing for everybody. So depending on what we're working with, depending on if we have, maybe we're working with a spinal cord injury, maybe we're working we have MS, maybe we are working with something else that can cause some paralysis, whatever that may be, our core is actually going to be found in different areas of the body. So sometimes when we hear the word core, we think of like sit-ups and crunches, and that's definitely not what we're going to be doing today. There's many other ways to access your core that's going to be applicable to you and going to be way more beneficial than the typical sit-up that is not recommended, that we hear about. Okay, so today we're going to need a few pieces of equipment. So if you're new and you've never been to this class, I'm going to show the equipment now, and then I'll give you, while I'm talking, just take a couple minutes to go get your pieces. So the first thing we're going to be using or need is a dowel. Okay, so some type of long, easy to hold stick, whatever you have. It can be a cane. Some people use dead hockey sticks. It can be a broomstick. Someone used crutches one week, which is, you could do that. If you have a dowel, a lot of us, these are like $3 at Home Hardware. If you plan on taking this class, I use this every week. This is really good for core and shoulders. So make sure you get one, okay? Or something like this. So that's one. Some type of object that's small. So I'm showing a bender ball. Some of us have these, which is great. You don't have to use a ball. It doesn't have to be this. But what I don't want is something so small that our hands are together. So it could be like a pillow. I don't have one near me right now, but it could be a small pillow. It could be like a yoga block. It could be anything small like that, stuffed animal, water bottle, okay, something like that. It can even be a dumbbell. So some of you have dumbbells, and if you've been doing my class for a while and the ball is too light, I recommend holding like a 2-pound dumbbell, okay? That is option 2. And then 3, we're going to be using some type of band. So if you're part of the cohort, you would have got these sent to you for free. If you're in the cohort and you haven't received bands yet, maybe you forgot to give me your email or your mailing address. So just go ahead and send it in. You'll get some free bands. Otherwise, stretchy pants work, tights work, whatever. Okay, so have a few of these hanging around in case you have more than one resistance, because everybody works at a different level. So I'm not always going to give resistance tips. I might just give a range, like probably a lighter band, or this might be one of your heavier ones, but everybody's a little bit different. So if I've specifically talked to you about your resistance for a certain exercise, go with what I told you or recommended instead of what I'm telling the collective, just because it will be a little bit different. Doreen, yes, you won't get bands because we don't send them to the US. It's only for people in Canada. Unfortunately, the shipping's just a little too much. So if you're in Canada and you're in the cohort, you can get bands. Otherwise, unfortunately, you don't get them. Sorry, but they're really cheap if you go online. A lot of physiotherapists just cut them for you. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, but they cut them for you. If you have a physio, you could just probably ask them for some. Okay, awesome. And that's all we're using for equipment today. Okay. If you don't have anything of this, it's okay. You can still do the workout with your body because that's mostly what we're going to be using today. Quick, one last thing before we get moving. If you are new, there's a chat, there's an area to chat. And if you want to ask questions or give me some feedback on anything, just write in the chat. And as soon as I'm done movement, I'll take a look at it. Okay, so have some water nearby, grab the pieces of equipment, and we're going to get started right into movement today. So we're going to start with the head. We're going to look to the side, and we're going to come center. Look to the side and come center. We're getting to be quite a full class today. I love it. And center and over and center and over and center. For those of you that have a question about what the cohort means, Actually, Sasha, do you have the information on that, on the cohort? Because we'll be having another one coming up in May. So if anybody's interested, they can just get some information from me. Or if Sasha has information, she can post it in the chat. I'm not sure if she does or not. And center.
Totally. I'll try and track that down and then
Awesome.
do a little post in the chat.
Yeah, perfect. I think the start date, it's mid-May, I think. I don't have it on me right now, but I could, mid-May is a good enough answer for now, I think.
Awesome.
Thank you. And then we're going to go up. So we're going to tip and center, and then we're going to tuck the chin. So it's not like we're hanging the head down. We want to tuck the chin, get that nice big stretch in the back of the neck, and then center and up and center and tuck and center, up and center and tuck and center. Nice, everybody. Up and center and tuck. And last one. And then we're going to tip the ear. So make sure that your chin is slightly back. And now we're going to tip, shoulder down and up and tip and up. Awesome. And tip and up, tip and up and tip and up and tip and up. Beautiful. 3 and 2 and again 1. Now we're going to do a nice big circle with our nose. So half circle, take your nose, guide it around, and then we're going to end looking at the other side. Okay, so we're not jamming the neck here. It's just nice and smooth, around, over and around, and over. Good, and over. Keep going, nice and smooth, slow, like you're moving through peanut butter. No jerky movements here. And then we're going to come into our full cat-cow. So we're going to tuck that chin again. So tuck the chin. We're going to round in the spine all the way down. Slowly rolling down. Take a deep breath at the bottom. Trying to look past your legs, through the chair, and then slowly work your way up. If you need to use your hands to come up, that's totally fine. Shoulder blades in your back pockets. Reach your heart to the ceiling and lift your chest and your chin. Deep breath at the top. And we're going to come down again. So tucking that chin, rounding in the spine, all the way down until you can't go anymore. If we don't tuck that chin, you're not going to be getting a full back flexion. So we need to make sure we're really tucking that chin on that movement. Inhale or exhale on the way up. Walk your hands up if you need to. Hands behind you, shoulder blades in your back pockets. And we're going to reach the heart up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath here. We have 3 more, friends. If you're somebody that finds that you get lightheaded in this, or when you move too quickly, just take it really slow. We don't want to get lightheaded. Sometimes when we bring our head below our heart and we move quick, it can happen. So just make sure that you're moving nice and slow and breathing. Okay, deep breath at the bottom. Slowly roll up. Use your hands if you need to walk yourself up. Hands behind you, shoulder blades in your back pockets, and reach your heart to the ceiling and come on up. Nice. Expose that neck. And 2 more here, everybody. Tucking that chin, rounding in the spine. So we're all warming up that spine. Super important because our spine moves via core. Okay. Slowly down, deep breath at the bottom. Slowly roll up. Hands walking up if you need to, otherwise we're rolling up through the spine. Hands behind you. Lift that heart to the ceiling. Make sure those shoulder blades are not up to your ears. Squeeze that back. Deep breath at the top, and then we come back down. This is our last one, friends, all the way down. Slowly rolling down. Deep breath at the bottom. Slowly come on up. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, heart up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades down and back into those back pockets. And awesome. We're going to rotate today. We're actually going to hold. So I'm going to put you on a timer. 30 seconds, we're looking up and over the shoulder, shoulders away from your ears, and I'm using my hand to leverage on my knee to turn, or my thigh or my leg. Okay, looking over your shoulder, breathe. You are halfway there. And slowly unwind that. Good. Other side, starting the timer again. Go ahead and use your hands for leverage. Nice and tall. We don't want to round down when we're doing this. We want to stay nice and tall, looking over your shoulder. You are on the clock. So we're using our hands and our arms to get more of a twist in the spine. So it's an active twist, okay? Try and breathe. If you can't breathe here, we're twisting a little bit too much. So just unwind a little bit. 5 seconds left. And slowly come back to center. Awesome. Okay, we're going to take nice big arm circles. We're here, arms are right up to the sides, a little bit bigger than what I would normally get us to start with. So it's nice and smooth, nice and slow, nice and controlled. And we're trying to get bigger and bigger. If this doesn't feel good on your shoulders, you might want to do this and just do the elbows. Okay, otherwise it's the big long lever. Circling back for 4, get it bigger, 3, get it bigger, 2, get it bigger, 1, take it up, and then we're going to reverse it. Start a little bit smaller. Once again, if this doesn't feel good, you're going to do the elbows. Okay. Keep going. 5, a little bit bigger, 4, a little bit bigger, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to take it up and over to the side. Put your hand on something or your elbow. Reach up and over. We're going to expose the armpit. So I'm trying to get this whole side body up to the ceiling. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, reach, and then we're going to do the other side. Reach up and over, lean on something. Try and not collapse down. We want to be nice and tall. Reach up and over, so you're extending up to the ceiling and over your head, exposing this armpit. 3, 2, 1. Go as big as you can. Reach up and over. Pulling up out of your bottom shoulder, your elbow. 3, 2, 1, reach up and over, nice. And 3, 2, 1, excellent. And again, up and over. 3, 2, 1. And again, we're gonna do 2 more after this side. So 1 more pair. 3, 2, 1, making sure you're breathing. I'll try and give breath cues as best as I can throughout this. 3, 2, 1, 1 more. Here we go. Reach, nice and big. Feel that stretch along that side body. And 3, 2, 1. Another twist. We're going to come over. No hand this time to help. You're just going to rotate, tap over your shoulder as best as you can. Other side. Tap. So we're not helping ourselves. We're just trying to use our trunk to twist. Okay, lots of times I see shoulders shrugging on this to try and get over. Okay, so nice long neck. Rotate. I don't care how far you rotate. I just want to see you rotate without using those shoulders. Okay. And for those of you that are new, I can't see you. It's just a figure of speech. If I could see you, that's what I would want to see. Some people are like, oh my gosh, you can see me? I can't see anybody. Just your names. And again, good. Elbows are going to be in. Palms are facing each other. Let's lower this slightly. Okay, nice and tall. We're going to drive the elbows up. 1. Make sure we're not here. I see this a lot. We still should be making a 90-degree angle. Okay, open it up. Angel, up over the head. Bring it back down, in, and then down. Good. Some of you know this. If you know this, I challenge you to shut your eyes. Don't follow me. Try doing it on your own. Barbara, that would be you. Janice, probably you. Linda, probably you. I'll stop calling people out, but there's a few of you in here. Shut your eyes. And up. Good. It's kind of like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. That's a good one. Brain power, brain focus. That's it. We're halfway. Keep going. Nice and tall. We're not slouching when we do this at all. Remember, this is posture. Think of that posture. 3 more for those of you that have your eyes closed. And this is 2. Good. And 3. And down. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to face slightly to the side just so we can kind of see what we're doing. You may be using your dowel. You might not be. I'm going to show 3 different variations of our hinge. Okay. So variation 1 is without the dowel. This would be for those of you that need a little more trunk stability, like assistance. So if you're somebody that falls forward or you needed to walk yourself up on the cat-cow, this one's for you. So you're going to start nice and tall. I want you to keep your spine long. So you can see how my back right now, if I was to put a dowel here, it's long. I'm not rounded like this, right? It's nice and long. The dowel can touch my head, my upper spine, and my low back. Okay. So keeping that position, you're going to tip forward and walk your hands down your thighs as far as you can without getting this. Okay. So you've hit your spot, and then you can either use your trunk muscles and push with your hands slightly to come up, or maybe you need to walk the hands up again, and that's fine. Okay, so this is version like 1/2. Walk it forward, tip forward, and then slowly come on up. Okay, that's version 1, 2. Version 3, we're going to be here. Dowel is pressing into the chest. This is if you are able to tip forward even just a little bit without rounding the spine. Okay, so this is coming forward. We're tipping forward as far as we can without rounding the spine. And then we're going to use think of leading with your nose to come back up to sitting tall. Okay, so we're using a lot of those trunk muscles to maintain this long spine. And we're pulling that dowel into our chest and lift. Beautiful. That's version 2. Well, 3. Okay. Version 4 is going to be up here. This is only for those of you that have a hinge practice already. Okay, so you're here. We're going to tip forward, keep the arms up above your head, tip, 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 and then lead up with the hands to come back up. So the hands never drop. Okay, I'm going to be demonstrating version 2 today. Well, 3. Here we go. For 10, 3, 2, and 1. Take it at your own tempo. You definitely don't need to be at my tempo. I'm just going to do 10 for myself, and that will hopefully be a good tempo. So everybody's kind of finishing up around that time. And good. And squeeze. Nice. Good. So this is an excellent one for our trunk muscles. Those of us that want to start using our, not using our backrest if we're able to, or those of you that don't use a backrest and you want to start kind of really focusing on your tall posture, this is a really good way to strengthen those core muscles that help with the spinal erection or like extension of the spine. So staying in that erect posture, right? So no slouching. It's the opposite of slouching. And up. Good. Last 3, 1, and 2. Awesome, everybody. Hopefully we're still hanging in. Shoulders down. Breathe, and that's 3. Beautiful, everybody. Okay, let's set the dowel aside for now. Hopefully we're all pretty warm. We're going to start with your band. So for those of you that have a few bands near you, we're going to be starting with a really light band. So something pretty light, okay? And if we need to, what we can do is tie. I don't have one in my band today, but if you can tie like a knot, for those of you that need it, so that you can always put this around your wrist or here if we need extra grip support, okay? If you have bands anchored somewhere else, that's fine. Otherwise, we're going to be using our opposite hand as an anchor. Okay. If you don't need the loop, you're just going to be doing this. You're just going to wrap. Okay. So we're doing a single arm external shoulder rotation. So reminder, all of these exercises we do today are found on the Ocean Insider Club. So if you're a part of the cohort and you want to review these exercises, they're all on the site. Okay. With videos and everything. Okay. Videos, pictures, description. Okay. So one side is anchoring the band. The other side is going to be holding the band, what I call neutral. So you're going to grab it like this. Okay. If that doesn't work, palm is going to go up. Okay. So whatever works, you're going to pretend that your elbow is locked in at your rib cage. So it's not going to move. Okay. And here we go. Open and close. Nice. Open and close. And we're keeping that elbow locked in. And 4. And 5. That's it. And 6. Let's do 12 here, everybody. And 9. And 10. Good. Opening up. We should start to feel a little bit of work in the upper, like right down here in that top shoulder, going down the arm maybe slightly. And 12. Good. Okay. Other side. So you're going to unwrap. Other side. And Sasha did post the link, but I think she's going to repost it at the end of class for the cohorts as well. Because I actually don't think the sign up is really ready yet, but that will be the link when it is ready. I don't think the survey is posted yet. It'll get posted about 2 weeks before. All right, here we go. Elbow in, and we're going to open and out. Good. My hand should be up. Sorry. And 2. And 3. So I don't want to see this with the elbow. So make sure, look down, make sure that you're not letting that elbow migrate away from the rib cage. And 6. And 7 for 12 if we can. 8, try not let your anchored hand move. So this hand, try not let it move so we can keep tension. And that is 12. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do a pull apart. So we're going to have our hands, palms are down, probably the same tension of band. You're just going to send the arms forward. We don't want to be higher than our chest. So mid chest. And then we're going to think of squeezing those shoulder blades. So there's a little blueberry right in between your shoulder blades and your back. And you're going to open up, try and break the band across your chest, and then bring it right back in. Okay, band pull aparts. Elbows are up. Let's do 10. 4, shoulders are down. And 7. And 8. 9, that's it. And this is 10. Awesome. Okay, last thing, grab a heavier band if you have another band. And also if you're somebody that has full movement of your hips. So if you can do a full, like what I call like a butterfly, grab a thicker band and you're going to tie it around. If you have very minimal movement, what I'm going to get you to do is use no band. If you have a hard time separating your legs, you're going to grab something like your ball and you're going to place it in here. Okay, so option 1 is this. You're going to try and open your knees until that object drops. And then you're going to pick it up and put it back in. Okay, that's option 1. Option 2 is trying to open up your legs without anything. So this should be a challenge to try and get those knees wide. Option 3 is using a band. So legs together, do like a half effort knot, hold hand on the waist, and we're going to do a banded butterfly. Okay, option 4 might be for like, I can't remember, Doreen. Maybe not if you're able to do this one. I can't remember if you have space in your chair or not. But someone was in here last week and they couldn't do that with the narrow chair. So they're just going to take their leg up and just do a gentle push. And you're just going to hold and get this nice hip stretch. And then halfway through, I'll let you know when it's halfway through and you're going to do the back. Okay, not Doreen. Somebody else it might have been. Thank you for clarifying. I'll remember that for next week. All right, so everybody has their variation. Okay, so I'll demonstrate with the band. Here we go. Sitting up tall. The reason why I put my hand on my waist is to make sure we're not slouching. Okay. Nice tall. Think of engaging in your abdominals. So everything's drawing in towards the spine. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to open and then close with control. 20 reps here if you can. 10 to 20, I'll say. I'll let you know when I'm at 10 for those of you doing that hip stretch. So you can switch. Breathing. 9, good. 10, we're halfway. So if you're doing a hip stretch, go ahead and go to the other side. Seven, 8, 9, we're almost done. And this is 10 and relax. Good. So that is a full band circuit. So we have single arm external shoulder rotation, switch, palms down, bend, pull apart, and then abductions. Okay. So get a sip of water and then we're going to do that all one more time. Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. So we're going to start with our single arm external shoulder rotation. Remember, we want to try and have the palm or the grip neutral, or we're here. Sorry, here. Okay. Elbow in. So elbows in as if you're holding something at your rib. Some of our chairs, actually, I should mention, some people have really pretty good lateral support if they're using a wheelchair. Feel free to lock that lateral support into your elbow. I find that's a really good way to do this if you have that. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Open and in. Good. Making sure that stationary hand stays stationary, not moving it. And 4 for 12. Okay, pick the tension that's right for you. This is an example of one where you don't need any weight. You don't need to use a resistance band if you don't want to. Okay, if you just want to work on getting that arm out. If I'm seeing like barely any movement of the arm, too heavy. Okay, we got to get the arm almost out to the side, at least a little bit. And again. Good, that was 12, other side. Switching sides. Here we go. Elbow in, 3, 2, and 1, open. Counting nice and long in the back of your neck. Make sure you're not slouching. Last 3 here. This is your last time doing this circuit today, just twice. And that's 3, awesome. Okay, pull aparts. If you are bending your elbows here, so if we're doing this, then the band is too tight. We need to stretch those elbows, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Think of squeezing those shoulder blades as if there was a little blueberry in between them and you want to squish it. This is just 10. Last 4. I shouldn't say just. This one's challenging. 2 and 3 and 4, and then release. Awesome. Okay, getting into your band work. So you're either hip abductions or butterflies. You're either putting the band on your low thigh or nothing, or you're dropping an object. Here we go. Hand on the waist, nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, and we go open. Reminder, this is one of the only ones where I actually don't want anyone pushing their feet into the floor. I want you to just not think about the feet. We only want to think of opening. That's it. over halfway for anybody doing the hip stretch. Sorry, I forgot to give that as an option. Although if you did it the first time, I'm sure you remember to do it a second time. And almost there. And that is your 20 and you're done that. Beautiful. Okay, you're done with the band for now. Go ahead and set that away. Get your sip of water, and then we're going to grab your light object to start. Okay, so we're getting into some different rounds now. We're not going to do them twice. We're going to get into these for 3 times. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a wood chop. Before we do that, I just want to go over a couple ways we can do this. So light object in your hand, you're either going to sit tall and not use a backrest. Okay, so that's option 1. If you start to slouch during this exercise, then I would rather you get back to your backrest by putting something behind you that gets you to sit tall. So you can see if I didn't have this here, I would be like this. A lot of backrests get us to go a little bit too much in that spinal flexion. So if you're trying to challenge your core and sit tall, but you know you might start to slouch, get something so that you can just come back to that halfway through the exercise and you can finish out the exercise with a tall back. Okay, that's way more important to me than us trying to do it and ending up like this. Okay, so that's 1. If you are in a power chair, for any of you that are, you can even recline your chair back slightly so that we're not using too much of our neck to stabilize. So if you find that doing wood chops, you're like, oh man, my neck, and you're in that power chair, just recline it slightly and give yourself a little bit of support. Okay, here we go, everybody. Sitting tall, wood chop. I want you to think of this as a shell. You're going to listen to the shell, listen to the ocean in the shell, and then chop to the rim of your chair or your hip, whatever. And then up, chop. It's like you're chopping wood, but we're going to chop a shell. 3. It's only suitable, right? Ocean, Rehab and Fitness. And up. Good. Up. Nice. Keep going. We're going to do 15 on this side. Notice how I'm not slouching. I'm staying as tall as I can. Nice big chop. Okay, if we find that we're falling forward, then maybe don't take the arms so high. Maybe go low ear here. Okay. 7, 8, and 10. The other option, if you're falling forward, is to take the weight lighter. 3. If you're somebody that had a 2-pound, go ahead and grab something lighter. Last one. Boom. Good. Okay, shake it out. We have another side. 15. Now we're going to chop up to the other ear and chopping it down to the other hip. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Listen to the seashell. Chop to the hip. Listen to the seashell. Chop to the rim of the chair. Breathing. 4. Notice how my chest is staying pretty much facing the monitor. I'm not really trying to get much of a rotation. It's more my arms are taking the shell over. And 8. Over halfway. And 4. Nice, everybody. 3, 2, and that's 1. Awesome. Okay, this next one, we're actually going to come in. It's going to be timed. So I'm just going to set a timer. This is called paint shakers. I know I've done this with the group before. So probably with the same object. Okay, so we get to hold this. It's almost like your object's filled with paint. Okay, so we're going to shake it up as best as we can in front of us. Okay, and we're going to be shaking. Okay, so if I'm facing sideways, just a tip for some of us that might fall forward. If we do this and extend our elbows, but you come down, then we've gone too far. So it's just before you fall forward. So if you find you're falling forward, just take it in a little bit, okay? If you have pretty good trunk stability and you're able to sit up and you've been able to sit up tall without a backrest up until now, I want you to extend the elbows all the way out, okay? This is a speed exercise, so we do want to go quick, okay? But I don't want you to fall forward and go quick, so it has to be controlled still. So speed, but I want it controlled. You're wondering how long we're going to do this for. 20 seconds. Okay, here we go. If you can, I want everybody to count how many they do in the 20 seconds, okay? So count. I'm not going to count out loud just so I don't mess you up. I'm going to be silent for the whole 20, and I want you to count in your head how many of these you get out, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Breathing. Keep going. You're halfway. Shake, shake, shake. Keep counting. Done. Okay. Whatever number you got to, I want you to remember that. Okay? Because we're going to try and beat that on the next round. Okay? That is your first circuit. So we have 2 wood chops and then paint shakers. We're going right back into it. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Not much of a break, I know. We're going to move quick today. Listen to that seashell and chop. This is 15 each side. Three, 2 more. And done. Awesome. Okay, other side. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Hey, Sasha, I think you shared the link only to hosts and panelists. I think that's why no one can see it. Just a heads up.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'll share that to everyone.
Thank you. And boom. 9. And this is 10. Last 5. 1, 2, 3. Thanks, Sasha. 4. And I'll take a look at it after, see what's happening there. Awesome. All right, getting ready for our paint shakers. So I want you to say your number out loud to yourself right now. What did you get last time? Okay, and we're going to beat that, even if it's just by 1. Okay, so tip is to start really quick out of the gate. Okay, I'll give a 3 countdown. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Go. Count, count, count. Shake, shake, shake. Shoulders down, breathe. You're halfway. And time. Good. Okay, hopefully we got like at least 1 more than you did before. That would be awesome. Woo! Janice did 42. Awesome. If people want to share what they got, that's awesome. If you don't, that's fine too. Totally good. The good news is we get 1 more chance to do this again. So I'm going to give you 30-second timed rest right now because I didn't give you any the first time. Okay, and then we are going to do it again. And I'm just looking at this. Perfect. All right, here we go. Dang, Doreen got 64. Woo! Awesome. Remember, everybody, it's a contest just against yourself, no one else. But if you feel like you want to share, that's awesome. Okay, last time with our wood chops. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Doreen, no need to apologize. Only motivates, I'm sure. People shouldn't apologize for their success. That's what I think. Nice, everybody, listening to that shell chopping. This is your last time doing this. Countdown. 4, 3, 2, and boom, other side. 3, 2, 1. And 4, 6, 7. Nice, everybody. Last 5, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5. Beautiful. Okay. Instead of beating your last number, because I know for the third round, it can be a bit tough, I would be happy if everybody tied themselves with their highest number. So we've done 2 rounds. So say out loud your highest number to yourself for your paint shakers. I'm starting the clock. Okay. And I want you to tie your highest number. If you do that, awesome. Here we go. 3, 20 seconds. 2, ready, and go. You're over halfway. Keep going, everybody. Sit tall. Time. Awesome. All right. If we tied, give yourself a pat on the back. Awesome job. If not, and you tried your best, still awesome job. Great. Awesome, Janice. What'd you get before? Nice. Some of you might have even beat your other time, and that's awesome too. Nice, Doreen. Good. All right, moving on. You're done with your light object. We're going to use the dowel from here on out. Okay, we just have our last series. We're going to start with a version of a kayak, but we're going to add a little bit of overhead. Okay, so when we add the overhead work, there's 2 ways we can do this. Okay, so our kayak is going to look hopefully a little different than what I show because I demonstrate on my couch, but you're going to make the kayak motion with the dowel as if you're in a boat. So you're going to dip down and kayak and then rotate and kayak. Okay, but yours is going to dip down, unlike what I'm showing. So dip down, dip down, dip down, and dip down. Okay, here we go. This is for 1 minute. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you the variation. Silly me. So that is the first part. So we're going to go 1, and then we're going to go 2, and then you're going to go up 3, back into the other side. So kayak, kayak, up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And what I recommend, I'm just going to face sideways so everybody can see. When you come from your kayak and you come up to go overhead, I recommend not going out. I recommend coming in and pressing up. So we're keeping the dowel really close to our chest. So it's almost like this position we did when we did our hinges. So we come in, bring it into the chest and bring it up. And then you can go and kayak on the other side. Okay. This is for 1 whole minute. It is not a race. So I want everybody to do their own tempo. I just want you to focus on your form, nice and smooth, moving through peanut butter. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Kayak, kayak. We're always moving in the same direction. So remember which way you're leading. So I'm always going, me personally, I'm always going right, then left, then up, right, then left, then up. So whatever you're doing, whether it's left, then right, then up, or the other way, just keep it going because we're going to switch it on the next round. Breathe. I'm hitting everything with my dowel. You are halfway, everybody. Really drive your dowel into that imaginary water surface. Get nice and deep. You have 10 seconds left from now. Keep getting taller. Show off a necklace on your chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Woo! Take a little break. I'm going to time 30 seconds, and then we're going to do that again. "30 seconds. This will be our last round today. Okay, you still have 15 seconds. Grab that sip of water. Okay, here we go in 3. Ready? Same thing. 2, 1. Last minute. Boom. And up. Sorry, go the other way now. My gosh, I even messed it up. So now you're going to go other way. Lead the other way. And up. I got distracted with how thirsty I was. Shoulders are never at the ears. So down, away from the ears. Just because the arms go up doesn't mean the shoulders go up. That's it, everybody. You are over halfway already. Really rotating that trunk. Drive that elbow down, that dowel / paddle into the water as deep as you can, staying as tall as you can. We have 10 seconds left. As a group, keep moving, do your best. If you feel like it's awesome, kick up the flavor a little bit, get spicy, get faster. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. Good job, everybody. All right, just in time to end. So thank you so much for coming today. For those of you that wanted to know about the cohort, I believe there's a description on that link that Sasha sent. It's just a little bit more of a chance to work a little bit more one-on-one with myself and some of our team members. It does say the old dates on there, so the new dates will be set for May. So check that schedule out. It should the new sign up should happen end of April. If you really want to join, you already know you want to join, shoot me an email and I can put you on the list. Okay. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all next week. And I hope to see everybody in here that was new. I look forward to seeing you next week as well. And I'll stay on for a few seconds in case you have any questions. And I'm just going to put my email in for those of you that want to email me about the cohort. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Linda. See you this afternoon. Thanks, Doreen. See you this afternoon. Bye, Janice. I'll see some of you for your coaching calls this afternoon. I look forward to it. All right. Awesome. Sasha, I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Beautiful.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you